Hey everyone, today is Tuesday, the 23rd of October. I am a pretty loyal person. I don't want to say I'm like the most loyal person ever because I'm not entirely willing to sacrifice my comfort all the time to do something for somebody else. Um, I will on occasion, and more often these days, I've been going outside of my comfort zone to do things for people. Um, like, honest to God, I don't paint. And this was it this past summer? I guess it was. I went and helped a friend paint her house. Um, I a couple years ago, maybe last year, I helped someone pack up for moving. Which before then I'd really maybe done once, maybe twice. I'm not in the habit of helping people move out. Not in the habit of helping people move in. Um, I'm not handy. I'm not strong. I'm not particularly talented with regards to manual labor, but I do the best I can, and I've been trying a bit more these days to do those things. Um, but I mean, back to the original thing. I'm a pretty loyal guy. Unless someone really screws me over, you know, I'm still sticking around. Um, And I'm willing to defer to authorities on matters like, for example, I know I don't know everything about all the stuff I talk about. I know that I'm not the smartest guy in the room, even if I'm the only guy in the room. Uh, I just, I know a lot, but I also know I don't know even more. So, Socrates or what have you would say that's a wise person, but I really don't know about that either. Um, and I've been rambling, and I think I'm getting off track here. But I'm a very loyal person. So with friends, I'm willing to go out of my way to hang out with friends. I'm willing to occasionally pick up the check, even if I don't have a job, which I don't. Um, I'm willing to stop the game I'm playing most of the time to join a friend and help them play their game. Uh, I'm willing to, do all kinds of things. And I'm willing to make the time a lot of the time. And then there's that the then there's another kind of loyalty that works in there that I'm very susceptible to. I'm very susceptible to brand loyalty. And it terrifies me. When I go looking for jobs, I'm like, can I be loyal to this company? And I look up the track record, and I'm like, I'm iffy on this one. So, like, there are those pyramid schemes out there that if I'm not careful, I could get really taken advantage of because I'll become so loyal, just as a matter of course, that I'll be trumpeting their wares, and then it will dawn on me while I'm there that my loyalty has been misplaced. So, that's a constant worry of mine. I mean, I appreciate brands more than no names. Um, Even though I may pay more, they feel more predictable, I guess. Although, I take allergy medication, and the brand name went over the counter finally. But before then, I was taking the generic, which is just the same medication with no branding. And when I started taking it, I was iffy. And then I was like, wait a minute, this is exactly the same stuff. And okay, fine, whatever. So, I mean, I have to warm up to no names, as it were. But so there's that kind of loyalty, the brand loyalty. And then, of course, there's my perspective on the whole presidency thing. Now, I've voted in a total of, let's see, two presidential elections to date. So this will be my third one coming up. I was 2 months too young for the first presidential election that for 2000. Um, and But I mean, regardless, in 2004, I voted for the other guy. I voted for John Kerry, and President Bush won. Okay, that's cool. He's my president. All right. I wasn't particularly torn up about it. I wasn't angry. I was maybe slightly disappointed that my horse didn't win the race. Oh, how funny. He does look like a horse. Anyways, the but the thing is that I don't know. I'm a bit more easygoing when it comes to that sort of thing. I'm less irate. I'm more willing to give the president or a politician the benefit of the doubt for a while to, we're all humans. So my loyalty is to the position of the president, not necessarily to the man. And also, as a citizen of the United States, it is my civic duty to question my authority. Say, what the hell's going on? What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Where are you taking us? How much is this going to cost? That's my job, which the news is doing for me some of the time, and what other people happen to love to do. So, I'm perfectly content to collect information. But, if, and then I voted for Obama and he won, and I was like, yay. And, I haven't had any real, beef with him. His administration, hit or miss. But again, it constitutes humans. Yeah, they might be some of the smartest people around, but, people make mistakes, and some policies start out as a good idea and then wind up being pieces of crap, and some policies start out as pieces of crap and stay a piece of crap or become better through work in the government. And, we don't trumpet the good stuff enough, and we point out the bad stuff, and, what have you. And then, this election time around, regardless of who wins, I'm still going to support the person who becomes president, because they are the president of these United States. And overseas, we kind of need to present this united front of our country as a whole is doing this. How about you? And, to some extent, it's the president is our foreign leader. He's our front man overseas. He's the kind of guy who you pick him and you say, all right, you pick which way the country's going to go on these kind of things, and then we'll bitch about it amongst ourselves for a while. I mean, he's kind of we pick our teacher for the next 4 years, and they stand up there and professor actually would be better, because they profess what they know instead of teaching what we should know, supposedly. So he's up there at the front of the class telling us, okay, we're going to talk today about healthcare, and then we all discuss healthcare for the next year and a half. And then he goes, oh, okay, guys, we've had enough on that. We got to make a decision. And we discuss another 6 months on that, and then figure something out, and something happens or doesn't happen or what have you. And then he goes, well, we got to move on, guys. We've got this over here to handle. And, that's kind of this weird concept I have of what's going on up there. But aside from all of that stuff, I'm still going to be loyal to whoever is the president, because I live in these United States. I am loyal to authority. It's just who I am. I mean, it's how I'm wired. I don't like to talk back to my parents, if at all. Now, when I do snark at them, I feel really bad about it. And when I do have ill feelings towards my parents, I feel really bad about it, and I try and deal with it as best I can. If I have ill feelings towards my government, I look to see what's going on. Now, admittedly, there's not a lot I can do about my government aside from voting, so it's a wonderful little conundrum there. But I mean, with regards to local laws, I got the crap scared out of me in, what was it, Thanksgiving 07. It was the day after Thanksgiving. I was driving somewhere, and I got a speeding ticket, and I was so shaken up by this. And it's the only speeding ticket I've ever gotten, although I have been pulled over twice. But the first time I didn't get a ticket. The second time I did. And ever since, I've been trying to stick fairly close to the speed limit. for a majority of reasons. One of which I hate getting in trouble. I just hate it. It's that gnawing sensation that you did something wrong and you did something wrong. And the other thing is that the speed of my car is very much under my control. And if I am ill-equipped to control the speed of my vehicle, then what the hell am I doing? Um, Driving is a privilege, not a right, and blah blah blah, whatever. Um, but also it's this loyalty to everybody else on the road. The loyalty to the rules is also a loyalty to everybody playing the same game. And I don't like screwing people over just because I have a flash of uh, infidelity with regards to the rules. Um, so I don't know if any of this made any sense, but there it is. I am a fairly loyal guy. Brand loyalty. I love Star Wars. I love Star Trek. Um, I find an author I like. I read their stuff. I find it. I found a professor in college I liked. I took every class she taught. I think I took 4 classes from the same professor. I have friends. I keep hanging out with them. Or I have acquaintances. I keep trying to talk with them. Or if I don't, at least I pay attention a little bit. I'm not a perfect human being by any means, but anyways, self-awareness, right? Kind of getting used to this chair. Anyways, until next time.